Okay. Hello, everybody. I got a haircut. Yep. Okay. What I was just thinking about was, as I was driving, as I am driving now, was that someone turned left. It was like a solid green, and it was like you yield, but you can like edge up and turn left. And when there's an opening spot, you go. I just saw someone do that, and it wasn't like a close. It wasn't like a close call or anything, but I was just thinking about as they turned left, and then 2 seconds later, that car they were yielding to, well, kind of came by. And I was just kind of thinking about how every time you get in the car, you are risking your life in like a pretty big way, Like, I don't know how many people die from like 10-mile-an-hour car crashes or like 20-mile-an-hour car crashes, but I do know that a lot of the time during my car riding experience, I'm going faster than 20. I'm going like 40 sometimes. A lot of times, probably mostly 40 actually, sometimes like 50. And I was just thinking about how quickly, like how in a blink of an eye, your life could either change drastically. Like you can get paralyzed, and you like break your bones or whatever. Like you can have a massive alteration in your life in literally a split second, in like a fraction of a second, because boom, and then it happens. Or you could just die, like your life could just stop. You could just friggin' die. And I was talking. Let's see. I was talking to one of the some girl. And we were talking about like why I'm motivated and why I feel compelled to like write my blogs and make these videos and I don't know, work out and eat healthy and aspire to do things, and like what's my motivation for anything really. And we were just talking about how for me, I think that my legacy is important to me, so I think that sometimes what runs through my head is the thought of me dying and someone having memories of me that weren't ideal, which is, they're not going to be perfect memories because I've made mistakes, obviously. But I think that the idea for me is to do what I can and show, given a good example, maybe like an excellent example of somebody who demonstrated some pretty cool things. I just really don't want to be remembered. I'm very fearful of dying and then being remembered as somebody who was lazy, someone who didn't care, somebody who wasn't compassionate, somebody who wasn't giving and kind and respectful. Like I want to be all of those things now while I'm alive today, so that if I were to die tomorrow, I'd be remembered for some of these qualities that I think should be passed on, and that humans should just demonstrate as a race, So I want to be the guy who someone can look to and reference and look at what I'm doing and say, oh well, he's doing all this and this, whatever it is, and then I can potentially pave the way, or be a trailblazer, or just like a person to talk to with kind of these potentially more difficult topics. I don't really know if I'm even making any sense anymore, but I think that you roughly know what I mean. And I guess so. My legacy is important. I don't want to die and have someone be thinking of me. Well, there's a lot of people that I can think of right now that if they were to die, I would remember them as a lazy, procrastinating, boring, low goal shooting. I don't know if that makes sense. Person, which would suck. If they were to die, I wouldn't think of them highly. I mean, it depends. There's a few I'm thinking of right now, but mostly just one. But I don't know. I think that it's important to. There's an ambulance person. To live as if you were going to die tomorrow, because, and I've mentioned this before, I think, in blogs and stuff, because you very well could. You could it's absolutely a possibility for me to die right now. You know, there could be someone that's on their phone texting behind me, coming in at 40 miles an hour from behind me, and could slam into me. I could snap my neck and I could fucking die, like now, seriously. Or I could get like a heart attack and I could just fucking die. And that's it. Like it would not be that hard to have your life just kind of vanish and go away, which is kind of a scary thought, but also kind of a cool thought for me, you know, because with my life and everyone's lives and just life in general on Earth, with life being finite, when you know that you're not able to live forever, it kind of it gives you a sense of urgency to try and get things done now and today, which I think is important. So, what was the main point of this video? That you could die any second, and we're putting ourselves at risk. Another thing too is just like people's perception of risk and fear. For me, like for climbing, for example, it's an inherently dangerous thing, right? You're climbing on a cliff, like it's dangerous. But I don't know. I think for me, it's about choosing your risks and having the option to pick whatever risks and chances and dangers you want to walk into or put yourself into. Because if your main thing is just driving, like let's just say Lyft, like let's say Lyft drivers, that's a risk too. You know, you're at absolute risk the entire time you're in your car. It's just like anything you do in life has its own inherent risk and danger. There's like different levels of that, obviously. Like maybe climbing is a little bit higher than most things, or maybe like skydiving is a little bit higher or something. I don't know. But I don't know. I just think it's like you have the option and the freedom and the power to pick and choose what type of risks you want to be involved with, and which of those might give you life or might spark life within you. I don't really know. That's I guess maybe all I had to say. I went to the guitar shop just now, and I found this Yamaha guitar, and I don't know what kind of model it was, but it just sounded so cool. It was like so bright and loud, and it was like small. It was like a smaller one, but it sounded so loud and like powerful and cool, and I loved it. And it's $400. I'm not gonna buy it, but damn it, I'd like to have it. So I'm doing that. I'm going to the gym also right now. I'm working a little later. So anyway, you're gonna die. I guess is the main point of the video. I don't know. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I also need to make like a different little schedule for making videos, because I used to do it after Blue Ridge, after my furniture place. I like on my way home or on the way to the gym or whatever, I'd just make my videos then. But now I gotta kind of like I'll make time for it. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Roger out.